This conference will now be recorded.
Welcome to Dr. TSPR show. This is Dr. Tangella Shiva Prasad Reddy alias Dr. TSPR. Namaste, Adab, hello, and a big warm welcome to Guru Shishya Parampara. And also, I also acknowledge him as my knowledge guru, Dr. Amitav Banerjee. He is a professor of community medicine and a leading epidemiologist from Pune. Yes, they asked me to mention the Patil Medical College also. Okay, I do mention it. People keep writing. And we have again Dr. Arvind Kushwaha from all of medical Nagpur, India Institute of Science. Once again, trying to refurbish the forgotten dictates of CDC, FDA, and their big brother WHO. Every now and then they keep changing mandates, create fear psychosis where there is none. When happy go world, again they have created a fear psychosis. Omicron, discoverer comes on the show and says there is nothing like it is mild and no hospitalization. They have stopped all mandates. When such is the case, India and the world trying to lead people again into fear psychosis, from where these cases are happening, how they are happening, why they are happening, who are testing, and what is the assurance of this RT-PCR test. Omicron, when we said it should be clinical symptoms plus genome sequencing, now they dropped that. We challenged them. So they've started to go behind COVID-19, which was already, community transmission happened. People were happily going around. No one is going and getting tested anywhere. No cases you see except for other morbidities. We don't know, because why we are trying to say all these things is government doesn't come out with a clear data in which panchayat, mandal, district, town or city, where are the cases, which hospital, government hospital or private hospital, which hospital the cases are being admitted, and who is testing, what are the testing methods adopted. Is it rapid test or RT-PCR? What the hell is that? That is the reason why this confusion, utter confusion, is prevailing. Divide of science, logic, and the worst part is our own Supreme Court. They said for 2 days. I try to show all that. One word from both the guests before I start showing you something from WhatsApp for a few minutes, and then the guests will. डॉक्टर अमिताभ बनर्जी जी, क्या है हमारी जिंदगी के साथ चेस खेल रहे हैं डॉक्टर साहब? आपने चेस खेलना जिंदगी को सिखाया?
नहीं, अभी क्या है, टांगा आगे है, घोड़ा पीछे जा रहा है. एक्चुअली क्या है ना, वी आर पुटिंग द कार्ट बिफोर द हॉर्स, अंग्रेजी में वैसे कहते हैं कि कोई भी जो टेस्ट होता है वो दैट इज अ सेकेंडरी पार्ट. फर्स्ट पार्ट इज द सिम्टम. द पेशेंट गोज टू द डॉक्टर, सिम्टम है, डॉक्टर टेक्स द हिस्ट्री, क्लिनिकल एग्जामिनेशन, and doctor comes to a diagnosis, and to confirm it he orders or she orders a lab test, and then the diagnosis the doctor may, depending on the big picture, whether he may or she may accept the test or reject the test, correlate with the clinical condition. Now what is happening is, here we have got a test which can not only pick the virus but it can pick the fossil of the virus also. जो एक कोई अभी डॉक्टर उसका जो क्या कहते हैं, उसका सोल को भी पकड़ लेगा. शायद बहुत पहले कभी हुआ होगा, डेड पार्टिकल और अ पीस ऑफ न्यूक्लिक एसिड, और उसको आप केस डायग्नोस कर रहे हैं. Forget about the symptoms. The person is totally asymptomatic. Majority of cases who are labeled as cases have got no symptoms. They have never gone to the doctor. Suddenly caught by someone, contact tracing, and labeled a case with all types of restrictions. So first time in the history of medicine, history of public health, these things are done, of course, when the outbreak is new, but now also they are doing it when the pandemic is 2 years old, when it has spread all over the world. So this is not the way. This is not the way to do a definition of a case. The case definition is faulty. And secondly, even death certification is faulty in this pandemic. Death certificate is the cause of death by whatever the major cause is. Just in USA, there have been cases, a person dies of gunshot wound. He has taken to hospital, gunshot wound. All cases reporting to hospital, RT-PCR was done, found to be RT-PCR positive. Gunshot wound cases have been labeled as COVID death. I am not joking. You can do the Google search. Gunshot wound, COVID death, USA. You will find such cases. So I am not joking. So if this is the way which has been, that's why I said first a person does the test, and there is no doctor. It is the technician who does the test, and the treatment is given by the collector. Who will give restriction, he will give quarantine. Treatment is given by the police danda and the technician. And doctors are just doing this panel discussion with Dr. Reddy or some other panel. So this is what has happened now.
And not only that, the other doctors are very comfortable and cozy getting their
Whatever.
chunk of Malamal, and this is the irony of an America, a developed country. I hope the citizens of Americans watch this show. Oh, gunshot wound case is labeled as COVID-19. Shame. It is really shocking, and that is why we said for any diagnosis, we need to have symptoms.
Sloppy.
आपको क्या हो रहा है वो तो पता होना चाहिए ना. आपको खुजली हो रही है या खुरुदी हो रही है या नाक में पानी आ रहा है, कुछ तो होना ना यार. कोई टेस्ट करने के लिए, उसको एग्जामिन करने के लिए, बिना कुछ भी जो ये इसको पकड़ के उसको पकड़ के तेरे को टेस्ट किया तो पॉजिटिव है. क्या ये तमाशा. कुशवाहा जी, एक वर्ड आपसे बाद में थोड़े दिखाने के बाद, देन आई विल मेक यू प्रेजेंटर, यू कैन गो हेड. One word from your side, what is happening to our medical science? Where are doctors, technicians, and district collectors and police people are ruling this world in the name of pandemic?
So there are two questions to it. Firstly, in a country like India, with the past experience of 2 waves and the zero survey results, my question is, where is the pandemic? Number one. Second, if it is there, who is controlling? And I don't have answers for it.
Very well said. I think you have summarized our talk in a much better way. First of all, where is pandemic? Then who is controlling it? I hope Honorable Prime Minister and his office, including Indian Council of Medical Research and all Honorable Chief Ministers, their Director of Medicine in every state and health ministers, you have a big issue on your hand now. You prove it. Kindly prove it, including World Health Organization dictates and pharmacy and insurance companies, because under the guise of wound injury, everyone knows he dies of that. And how can you label it as COVID? What is this tamasha? Because pharmacy and insurance, they are just escaping from everything. They have insured the entire world. They don't want to pay from their pocket. Now they would love to spend using their pharmacy. Everything is saved for something called a new disorder, wherein they can make a big tamasha mess of it. I'll just show some glimpses of how anarchy is prevailing in India and the world also, and how people have been labeling this test. And देखिए ये जो हमारे यहाँ डायरेक्टर ऑफ मेडिसिन है श्रीनिवास जी, उनके God bless them, उनके daughter की marriage. We wish and pray that this couple survives happily. Now see, where is there any mask? Even you have our current health minister, another minister in the marriage. Is there any mask? Now today he issues a statement by this month, and I don't know, that has to be cross verified. Lockdown may happen, he says. You have to wear mask. We are asking Director ji, where is the mask? Mask ekkadundandi Director Srinivas garu, mantrulu. This is really something mind-boggling. I should not have brought this, but personal totally. And in this frame, you can find our director. He is the director here. and you see horde of MLCs, ruling party MLCs, ministers, and their followers. Now you show me, is there any mask? Any comment, Doctor Sir? And he is the director of health, and every now and then he issues a statement either in the name of vaccine. We asked him to come and prove why there is no liability and compensation for the vaccine, why these mandates, how mask has helped innocents or youngsters. Did the masking help prevent disease? And now this type of physical distance, where is the physical distance, where is the mask, Doctor Sir? He is our director of health. God bless the couple. We our sincere and humble wishes and prayers for the young couple to lead a very happy, comfortable and prosperous life. क्या बोलते डॉक्टर साहब? बट ये साहब आके डराते लोगों को. How should one take this? वो हाइट्स की बात रही थी.
इससे पैनिक दूर हो जाएगा ना, ये तो अच्छी बात है. नथिंग विल हैपन टू द कपल, नथिंग विल हैपन टू दैट. जो स्प्रेड होना था ऑलरेडी स्प्रेड हो गया है, और ओमिक्रॉन किसी तरह से नहीं रुक सकता है. और ओमिक्रॉन इज मोर माइनर देन अ कॉमन कोल्ड. ओमिक्रॉन 3 दिन में ठीक हो जाता है और कॉमन कोल्ड 6 दिन लगते हैं. तो वाई चेज अ वायरस विच इज माइल्डर देन अ कॉमन कोल्ड. और ये किसी को कुछ नहीं होगा, बारातिया को शादी में कुछ नहीं होगा. दीज आर ऑल मिसइंफॉर्मेशन दैट दीज आर द सुपर स्प्रेडर इवेंट्स. जितना भी कर लिया सब स्प्रेड हो गया, इससे ज्यादा और स्प्रेड नहीं हो सकता है. अभी स्प्रेड होगा तो ओमिक्रॉन होगा, उसमें देयर विल बी नो कैजुअलिटी, नो डेथ.
So basically remove the mandates.
हमारे हेल्थ डायरेक्टर है, इज आवर हेल्थ डायरेक्टर, सो एटलीस्ट उनको जाएगी उनके.
Remove the mandates for public as well. Why have it for public? You fine a chap if he is not wearing a mask. He is vaccinated also, but you fine him with 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees. And I think in shops and all, it was even 50,000 rupees or something. I mean, this is completely
dictatorship.
He is Mr. Harish, our health minister. He is presently our health minister. He is presently our health minister, our finance minister. Lots of MLCs and ruling party MLCs, because I'm happy they went there, because the other side is this. We are trying to show nothing will happen. Don't panic.
Yes.
And but when they come out and give statements, they are becoming. Yeah, Doctor Sir, boliye.
You're right, sir. Abhi now in this marriage, they are not using any social distancing, no mask, nothing. And once they are on TV, no, use 3 things: social distancing, masking, and hand sanitization, take vaccine. What is this going on? I mean, you can't.
ये तोते इस पैंडेमिक में तोते बहुत बन गए. पैरेट, वो पैरेट को सिखा देते ना, वो ऐसे पैरेट जैसे बोलते हैं. इनके घर के पैरेट भी ऐसे ही बोलते होंगे.
याद हो गया सर सबको ऐसे बस.
ये दिमाग नहीं है. दिस इज अ पैरेटिंग थिंग्स व्हिच आर not sustainable, which are not normal.
Biggest culprit
they are
is
being doctors. Doctors कर रहे हैं ये लोग. They are doctors. और उनके marriage में देखिए किस तरह. He is a doctor by profession and he is a director of health. And if someone else is doing something, he should come to the rescue of all commoners like us. But he, you preach something and you practice something else. So here is today's 3rd January 2022 again official status मैं बता रहा हूँ. क्या पैनिक किया जा रहा है लोगों को. अब देखिए डेथ रेट 1.38% वैसी है. आप देख लीजिए 98%, 98.2 डिस्चार्ज और एक्टिव 0.42 ही है. इतना ये लोग हंगामा करके ये फिगर्स इसीलिए हम पूछ रहे, हर एक ऑफिस से हम पूछ रहे हैं. इंडियन काउंसिल ऑफ मेडिकल रिसर्च रिलीज डाटा पंचायत वाइज, डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाइज, मंडल वाइज, सिटी वाइज एंड स्टेट वाइज. वी विल ट्रस्ट यू एंड यू रिलीज देयर नेम्स आल्सो. नॉट ओनली दैट, नाउ एक्टर्स जिस तरह मुंबई में रोज एक को एक्टिंग और पॉलिटिशियंस भी एक्टिंग, हमारे को भी है, आप भी, दे हैव बिकम बिग एक्टर्स. कहां से आ रहे उनको पकड़ के ये करना, पहले कहां से आया आपको? Did they find it? Did they trace it? How did it come?
जो डेटा है सर, डेटा में ही प्रॉब्लम है. डेटा में ही प्रॉब्लम है. आपको बताता हूँ. 1.37% is not the death rate in COVID. सबसे पहला बात ये समझने का है, क्योंकि आप आरटीपीसीआर पॉजिटिव होता है तो आप उसे कोविड केस डिक्लेयर कर देते हैं. लेकिन अगर वो एंटीबॉडी टेस्ट पॉजिटिव आ जाता है तो उसे रिकवर्ड केस नहीं मानते. अगर आप रिकवर्ड केस उसको मानते हैं तो 100 करोड़ लोगों को कोविड अभी तक हो चुका है. उससे आप केस फैटेलिटी निकाल के देखेंगे तो इट विल बी 0.005. और 0.05 से नीचे ही होगा.
That is what we are saying. आप
वो
autopsy किए क्या?
1.37 is
जो भी
the
deaths. That's what we are trying to question them right from death rate. हम हर बार question कर रहे हैं हमारे show में. How did they die? Did you do any autopsy? How did you come to a conclusion that these deaths are
Correct.
because of corona?
correct.
Not only that, मैं इसके बाद में अगले 31 दिसंबर का भी बता रहा हूँ. देखिए 0.26% है, यहाँ 0.42 उनका ही बता रहा हूँ. डिस्चार्ज वही भी ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर है 98.36%. डेथ्स वहां पर भी देखिए, आज भी देखिए 1.38%. अब देखिए मैं इसके पहले थर्ड का डाटा बनाया, आज का डाटा बताया, ये जो है 31 का डाटा है. नाउ यू कैन कंपेयर. दिस इज व्हाट वी आर ट्राइंग टू टेल पीपल. ये जान जाइए, आप डरिए मत. उनको प्रश्न कीजिए, कहां पर हुआ कोविड, कहां पर हुआ ओमाइक्रॉन, उससे कितने लोग सही भी उससे मर गए, कितने लोग हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट हुए, उनकी हालात क्या है, वो सब डाटा तो बताना ना. कौन से हॉस्पिटल में, कौन सी जिले में, कौन सी पंचायत में, और कौन थे वो लोग, और ये लोगों को आया कहां से. ये लोग एक्टर्स आजकल तमाशा कर रहे. आप देखे होंगे, आई डोंट वांट सम एक्ट्रेस इमीडिएटली उनको ये करे, लेकिन उनके साथ जो थे, दे केम टू हैदराबाद फॉर सम फंक्शन. दिस इज द टुडेज डाटा. फॉर अगेन आई एम फ्लैशिंग. दिस इज टुडेज डाटा. देखिए साहब किस तरह है, देखिए then how they are frightening. Then now you see this. हम इसीलिए पूछ रहे ओमाइक्रॉन की डेट कहां है. India sees 27,553 new COVID-19 cases. Omicron tally at 1,525. बाकी केसेस क्या है फिर? अब बोले जैसे एंटीबॉडीज है क्या? वो नेचुरल इम्यूनिटी के द्वारा जो एंटीबॉडीज है, ये सब भी उनके खाते में डाल रहे क्या? ओमाइक्रॉन tally at 1,525 in a big population like 130 crore. And ये भी कहां से आए और कैसा स्प्रेड? What is their condition now? Were they hospitalized or were they just allowed to go home? Where is the data? Simply frightening. Just give the numbers. And from which source you are getting these numbers? इसीलिए हमने ऑफिशियल आज डाटा भी हम बता चुके हैं. एंड नाउ अब देखेंगे यहां से हम. महाराष्ट्र may report 2 lakh active COVID cases by January 3rd week. Top health officials. What is this nonsense, sir? How? From where? Is this the science or logic? देखिए सर, महाराष्ट्र में report 2 lakh active COVID cases by January 3rd week. Top health official. Who is that fellow? From where is that source? हम तो बताइए सर, हम भी जागरूक हो जाएंगे. Any comment, Dr. Amitav Banerjee ji? What is this?
This
Is it
is
health
just
or are they
to
dealing with it?
this is just to make people blindly take the vaccine. Now they have released the vaccine for the children, so this is to create a demand for the vaccine. You see, chief of the NTHI is saying that 2/3 of deaths in the last wave was in children 15 to 18 years. This is something should be challenged, and he should be taken to explain and perhaps even taken to court for misinformation.
Definitely, we are challenging him through this. Provide the data, or else the law should take its own course. How commoners are being threatened by this police or district collectors or whoever. Now they should come out, and even court, Supreme Court to High Court, they should take it suo motu. How can you blindly 15, 18 years children have died? Come on, show the data. Ridiculous. What is this nonsense going on in India?
It is on record.
Shocking. We will play that, sir, because I am not having that. I'm just trying to present these things. And because तमाशा इस तरह हो रहा, मैंने महाराष्ट्र का आपको बताया. एंड देन और एक बताता हूँ, और एक स्टेट है. दिस इज फॉर महाराष्ट्र, क्योंकि दे आर ट्राइंग टू I'm just trying to show. देखिए, it's just not opening. मैं ये बताना चाह रहा था किस तरह एक एक स्टेट में क्या हो रहा है. ये सुप्रीम कोर्ट का था. They wanted to postpone it for 2 days, and somehow these things are not opening today.
स्लो है एक्चुअली नेट.
नेट स्लो है साहब, क्योंकि they are trying to interfere with our show. That is true. आप देखिए ना, जैसे स्टार्ट हुआ पावर भी नहीं था. एक बताते हैं. Omicron is literally the vaccine that vaccine companies could not make. It is attenuated. Almost no hospitalizations, no critical patients, no oxygenation, no intubation. Everyone will be exposed and will get it. Mass herd immunity totally replaces Delta. Within 8 to 12 weeks, the world will be vaccinated. Why the panic? It could have been a lot worse. Show gratitude to nature for finally eliminating a man-made lab-leaked nasty virus. We are blessed. See, this is, he is a top doctor of Israel, MD. Just go through his tweet on your screen. We are trying to provide you all. I'm sorry, our bandwidth is being interfered with, and not only that, just before the show, they removed everything so that we could not properly present you. And this is what is happening here. And we are sorry for that. But I'll just play only one. And the Delhi CM says Omicron is mild, don't panic, he says. Maharashtra says more than 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs by month end. See how the states. And Supreme Court says 2 days, we will not. And Congress makes a fun of our Honorable Prime Minister here. I just wanted to see how politics is being played when it concerns life. And then again, I'm trying to show you how after landing, innocents are being harassed. And that is why we took this test, how genuine this test is. Listen to this.
Virgin Atlantic flight is a circus.
Hi, everybody, it's Manoj. I've just come to India for my father-in-law's funeral. I have been magically tested positive at Bombay International Airport. These all people are from the same flight as us, Virgin. Apparently Virgin let so many of these people on a flight who were all positive but were negative yesterday. Yeah, can you please make some noise? I am here trying to get to my father-in-law's funeral. Sharmili, her father died 24 hours ago. We've rushed to get to India, and these people are screwing us over to try and get more money out of us. Please, can you help?
Don't get money to scam off
This is just unreal. Yeah, I have done a lateral flow test. Yeah, I have done a lateral flow test that came out negative in front of all of these people, and they're saying that I'm positive. I want an independent test. They are denying me an independent test. Yeah, can you speak to anybody that you know that may be able to help? Please. Yeah, I'm trying to get to my father-in-law's funeral. We've been stuck here now for 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours. Please speak to somebody at the BBC. Please speak to somebody at Channel 4. Yeah, this is a scam. Apparently, Virgin allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people onto a flight. Yeah, onto a flight. Yeah, we were supposed to be positive. There is nobody responsible here. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's a scam.
They're gonna have to take our blood.
No symptoms.
It's a scam. We are being scammed.
Mumbai, Maharashtra government should speak.
We are being scammed. Trying to get to my father-in-law's funeral. Yeah? We had a negative PCR test in the UK 3 hours before we flew out. Magically, I end up being positive when we come here. Please, people, if you can help, I'd really appreciate it.
Because I just wanted to present, because the show always comes with evidence and the troubles of people. And I hope here we are trying to be very, very categorical and clear how people have been suffering. And that's what we have been questioning. Why there were no flu deaths in America? What happened to India? What happened to tuberculosis, malaria, dengue, typhoid? Where did they go? How only COVID deaths? And where is the autopsy? How did you certify them as COVID deaths? No symptoms. Still in London, they test negative. They come to Mumbai, they test positive in spite of all the other tests coming negative and no symptoms. Yes, Dr. Kushwaji, I'll make you the presenter now. I think the stage is set.
I think Dr.
That means-
Banerjee wanted to make it first. Sir,
नहीं कुछ अरविंद आप करो, you do, because I have spoken. I don't have much to present. The same thing I have already spoken.
नहीं, मेरे पास भी ऐसा कुछ खास नहीं है.
नहीं ठीक है, whatever.
And after you present, because see how people are being taken for a ride, confusion, chaos prevails, and health issue becomes a law and order issue. Now a pharmacy and insurance dictated issue as World Health Organization literally running through our public health.
इसको
We are
minimize
just
करो.
presenting you all the facts.
Arvind,
Yes.
minimize this.
Okay.
इसको minimize करो.
Sir, कर दिया. So now
अभी
I'll
go to
present.
media.
हाँ?
अब आप जाइए, go to
Share
your
करो.
PPT.
ठीक है.
The world, because there are many demonstrations happening across the globe because of these mandates. Nothing is being shown in any media. That also will try to present one such from Germany. 8 to 10,000 people participating. It's a huge number when it comes to Europe. Our bandwidth is being hacked. They remove power at the
Is it
stroke of
visible,
this.
sir?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, दूसरी इसको slides तो में लाइए.
Sir, कर रहा हूँ. Is it okay now, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful, sir.
Sir, good evening. Firstly, this is basically recently we have all heard about the change in the testing modality by the CDC in the US, and instead of the conventional RT-PCR, which we were also using here, the new testing modality would be a multiplex testing. So in that, basically the difference is only in additional capability to test for influenza besides COVID also. So ultimately it will be also detecting influenza now. Earlier only they were doing COVID RT-PCR. So ultimately the rest of the flu detection was not there unless as part of the routine surveillance program. So this is now possibly the recent surge in US of the number of cases which has occurred has been possibly blamed on the Omicron and the flu season being on there. So the possibly scientists over there must have told that maybe we are missing out on influenza, and that's why the uh, the new modality of treatment was introduced, in which both COVID as well as influenza will be covered. So before I really go on to the testing part, the current state of affairs across the world is my game, my rules, and in between the science, as usual, is the casualty, and that's the biggest danger here. Recent developments must be known to us because they are important before what happened with the CDC's change in testing policy. Uh, we know that some time ago, maybe week 10 days ago, 15 days ago, Joe Biden, the US president, had given out a call that there is no federal solution to COVID. That means leaving the states to do what they feel is right. And we also know that the guidelines on quarantine were immediately changed by CDC in a matter of 24 hours. And it was reduced from 10 days to 5 days. And this was done so that possibly people could get back to work early. So these two events we have seen, which we have just talked about, cutting the quarantine time as well as cutting down the isolation time, sorry, and also withdrawing the PCR test for COVID and introducing the both the multiplex testing, which includes influenza as well as COVID. And another thing that they also said was that at the end of isolation, there is no further testing for PCR required. Another development which has been in the media is deal has been signed by US with a German pharmaceutical company that is Millipore Sigma, which promises to start producing more RT-PCR tests by 2024. So I don't know. It is really scary. You know, that means we are in for a long haul. And for the first time, we have heard something from this Dr. Anthony Fauci at the needle of the storm that he's concerned about people getting back to jobs. And that's really a very positive surprise for me. Now, coming to the tests in COVID, conventionally the testing in COVID is done on these three types of tests are available. One is molecular testing, or what we call conventionally as RT-PCR, which is most commonly used and most widely used. And later on in the pandemic, the antigen tests, rapid antigen testing also came along. And the least utilized testing was antibody testing, which was not exactly a testing for COVID, but it's a testing for whether you had a COVID in the past or not. So basically, it's a serological test, and it determines whether you have antibodies within your body or not. And this antibody testing for individual is not important, but antibody testing for communities is very, very important. And actually, this so-called serological testing should guide your decisions as far as the control measures as well as the vaccination planning is concerned and policy making is concerned. I just want to give you a small recap of a case that I came across here in my own hospital. How we were, you can say, over-diagnosing or hyping the the COVID, even when people were suffering all other diseases, as rightly mentioned by Dr. Reddy, as if the other disease had just disappeared in thin air. It's not. So there was a 28-year-old man who came to a hospital with a history of high fever for the last 2 days, and his fever was almost 102 degree and Fahrenheit and above, and he was having classical symptoms of malaria. He had no respiratory symptoms, and on history, he was found to have traveled from his hometown, which was located in a malaria endemic state, in the last 15 days. And as usual, since he was a case of fever and he came to screening, he was put through RT-PCR, which was found to be positive. And on my insistence, when I came to know about this case, I told the physician to also do malaria testing on this individual. On persistence, this test was performed after he had already been admitted to the COVID ward. And this chap tested positive for malaria and was put on anti-malarial besides the conventional treatment for COVID, which was being forced upon him. And because of anti-malarial, he recovers in 48 hours, his fever disappears, and I told the physician that he should be discharged. Now the policy says that he is now in COVID ward, he cannot come. She was there, poor chap. He had to, suffer 10 more days in that ward, and then further he was quarantined for 7 more days at his home. So this is how we are, dealing with people who we clearly know that this fellow was a case of malaria. Despite that, a false positive RT-PCR in the early pandemic had led to his suffering. Imagine he was put into a COVID ward. Imagine he was not at all a COVID case, but possibly, he was exposed to the whole ward where the viral load may have been quite high. So this is how the testing, or I would say wrong testing or misuse of testing, can really impact upon an individual. What to talk of community, that also is there once we start doing the contact tracing part. Now these are the case definitions. There is nothing new that is there in the case definition which has been given out by the WHO as well as the CDC. But my point is very simple, which I want to make here is that suspect case, all right, understood. That means anybody who's got symptoms and a history of travel or a history of contact with a positive case in the previous 14 days should be suspected as COVID. Fine. But you see the other criteria, they all include symptoms. But suddenly, when it comes to confirmatory case or confirmed case, it says very, very surprisingly, the person with laboratory confirmation of COVID-19 infection, irrespective of clinical signs. This is ridiculous, especially when we have moved into community transmission phase of a pandemic or an epidemic. This becomes futile and this becomes useless. So actually, when we talk of laboratory confirmed case, say in 2020 May onwards, when possibly the community transmission in India had already happened, this should have been removed irrespective. In fact, it should have been a person with signs and symptoms of COVID, respiratory signs and symptoms with a laboratory confirmation of COVID-19, that is this PCR test positive, that should have been confirmed case. There is no point identifying these asymptomatic people with RT-PCR once the virus is well established within the communities, as is happening now even with Omicron. Omicron, we all know the characteristics of this Omicron so far, whatever has been available to us, and the prior experience of dealing with the Delta and the other variants clearly proves that it will be very, very difficult to change this virus, as Dr. Banerjee has repeatedly mentioned. You cannot change the virus in such settings, especially in a country like India with such a huge population base and such a dense population and such a kind of a social structures where, and overall when you impose those restrictions like lockdowns after 9 to 5 curfews and other things, actually instead of helping the cause, it actually helps the virus. So I don't know why should we continue with this irrespective word. It should be taken away from here and then only we should start dealing with the cases. Now coming back to the testing part, this is the main agenda for today. So I will discuss these issues with testing. They relate to testing. When do we do the test? Timing of the test. What is our objective when we are doing the test? Are we trying to diagnose infection or are we trying to diagnose the disease? Now, if you diagnose, we all know in most respiratory infections, the infection capability to infect others starts maybe 2 to 3 days prior to the symptoms develop and maybe remains another 2 to 3 days after the symptoms have developed. So there is generally 4 to 5 days that overall infectivity or overall infectiousness remains. So it depends what is your objective. Are we trying to, so when there is a early part of pandemic, when the transmission is not yet well established in community, when it is limited to isolated cases, when it is limited to cluster, the objective of testing is basically finding as many cases are possible so that we can limit the spread. But once the spread has happened, this thing should stop, and now it should only be testing the cases. That means symptomatic cases who are coming to hospital and who need hospitalization. Even mild cases which can be treated from need not be tested. There is no need. So once they require hospitalization or they are high risk, then of course you can go in for testing. Otherwise, it's not required. Second part which is important is the sample collection. Now, because of the mandates, we all know that if the sample is improperly collected or it is, cursorily collected, it can give you a false negative. As well as, these mandates of RT-PCR for travel actually led to a spate of flooding of people who somehow got a negative report. And I need not tell this how they got a negative report. Many of them fabricated the negative report, just took a MS Word document of some other individual, just change your name and get the RT-PCR report. And even now today, I know people, and I have not known one people, but I have interacted with so many people who say यार करना पड़ता है, क्या करेंगे, RT-PCR मांगते हैं. मैं तो गया उसके पास किसी प्राइवेट लैब के पास, मेरे को ऐसा दिया, उसने मुझे बना के दे दिया, बोला यहाँ से मेरे को नेगेटिव रिपोर्ट चाहिए. वो ट्रैवल, I mean, you are putting mandates unnecessarily which are not serving any purpose. Travel mandates today, this individual which you just shown the video, now he's been unnecessarily harassed. He has come for a very, very sacred, kind of a very important task, and his father-in-law is expired. Now this fellow is unnecessarily being harassed just for being positive. Why don't you allow him to go and get the rights done? Do you think he's going to spread some infection which is not there in India, or not there in his town, not there in his society? What are we talking? So this unnecessary, thing should stop. Now, issues of false negatives, we all know, issue of false positives is there. Now, as far as issue of false negatives is there, which is always there in any test, including RT-PCR. Now, this is not a test which will detect all possible cases which are there in the community. Especially false negatives become very, very important because we are not able to catch everyone. If you are not able to catch everyone, then there is no point doing that so-called contact tracing and other things, because ultimately some will get out of this net. And once they get out of the net, they will continue to spread. Similarly, for false positive, it becomes the harassment for the individual who is unnecessarily put into inconvenience and all the kind of exposed to the virus because he gets admitted into a ward. So this issue of false negative and false positive has also made things worse in this pandemic. And now at this point of time, or not even now, but I would say it was long back, even after the first wave, we should have stopped testing for asymptomatics. And I think there is nothing that we gain except spending crores of taxpayers' money. Just to give you an example, in a city like Nagpur, in last 6 months, I have seen after maybe May end or June first week, the testing has been at the rate of almost 5 to 6,000 per day. So total tests would have been conducted into last 180 days. Multiply by the cost that we say. Even if we say it was 3,000 to begin with, later on it became 2,000, or now even if we take 1,000 rupees as the cost of this test, it comes to 90 crore rupees. 90 crore has been spent to just isolate 4 to 5 cases per day. For what? And what are we gaining? And imagine, out of which many of them may be actually just having RT-PCR positive without any symptoms. Most of them are there have been virtually zero deaths in last so many months. What are we trying to do that? I mean, wasting so much of resources. This is not the beginning of the pandemic that we are continuing. Why have been continuing with this? I have not understood at all. As far as the epidemiological principles are concerned, in an epidemic control, this is absolutely unwarranted as of now. So wastage of resources is very, very important, especially for a country like India. Testing as part of control strategies was only when the transmission was still in the early stages, limited to small groups, families, or clusters. After that, this has got no role, because the so-called test, track, and treat, this is parroting, as Dr. Banerjee has said, has led to just waste of resources and harassment to the public and loss of economy, nothing else. This parroting must stop. This is not scientific. I need not reiterate again, but we all know the shortcomings of these tests which we have been doing, the RT-PCR, the problems with it, especially regarding the false negative RT-PCR test as well as the false positives. And this has been adequately and repeatedly discussed in various scientific papers. And I mean, especially when we when we need people to be diagnosed, they are not able to diagnose. Ultimately, the infection continues to spread, and those people who are unnecessarily being diagnosed by a false positive, again, that is a difficult time for the person who has been diagnosed. So it means that however you may try, test, track, and treat will fail inevitably when we are dealing with a virus like COVID, because we will not be able to find all the cases in the beginning. Number one, they will definitely get out of your net, and they will continue to spread. And once it is spread, this is of no use. So why are we continuing to persist with this parroted test, track, and treat policy? I have no idea at all. And what we have done is, on the other hand, by testing and contact tracing, which has become like a mantra which has been sacrosanct and it cannot be challenged. In fact, this has led to the community alienation from the program for control. The community got completely fed up with this kind of thing. They never used to start going, and ultimately that is how the death started happening. People did not go for test because of the fear. If I go for test positive, they will put me into some hospital somewhere. My entire family will be put into a COVID care center or some hostel somewhere. So this led to people not approaching the authorities for early testing, and that is what led to so many unnecessary deaths also, which could have been avoided. And we remember, because I have been visiting all the districts, most of the deaths in most of the hospitals, majority of them were labeled as because of late reporting. Now, why this late reporting? Nobody investigated why this late reporting. This is because of this authoritarian, draconian policies that we adopt. Issue of false positives, I think we all know what all it can lead to for an individual, for the healthcare system, for the community. It can really be a complete wastage of so many things and so many inconveniences. I will not go into details on that, but just suffice to say that it is both. When it is a false positive, again it's a huge problem, and when it is a false negative also, it is again a huge problem. This is a kind of basically there was a study done in one of the industries where they continually tested people over a period of time and tried to find the false positives, and how did it affect them. So I don't want to go into that, but basically how to find whether somebody is false positive or not. So basically, if somebody does not have any history of contact with a positive case, if somebody does not have symptoms and his RT-PCR turns out to be positive, it can be a false positive. So why unnecessarily harass that person? Another issue is with the testing part is the indiscriminate testing, which we have already seen, and leading to panic and fear. There used to be lines and lines, the whole office, the whole hospital staff, they used to line up in the beginning. कि सबको बोला टेस्ट करने को बोला है, अब टेस्ट करने को बोला है, just हर एक को टेस्ट करने को बोला एक टाइम में. And how many times can you test? Suppose you test 100 people today of a hospital. Suppose you find one or two cases in that. Those, what about the 98? If you test them tomorrow, they might come positive or they might come negative. I mean, today's test does not guarantee that tomorrow is not going to be positive, or today, the 6 hours later, he will not be positive. So even this also, you have seen that somebody tests positive, then he's tested again, for negative, then somebody is tested again maybe negative, or may turn out to be positive. So this has a problem with the testing part, we all know that. So this indiscriminate testing is of no use, and so-called prophylactic testing and travel-related testing, especially in the community transmission stages of pandemics, this is not done. The travel-related RT-PCR will not serve any purpose. Simple. You wean out people who are symptomatic, don't allow them to travel. Fine, that's it. Finished. Nothing else required. Private laboratories, I did not let that. We've just talked about that. Psychological impact on healthy individual being positive. I think anybody who has gone through this will only know it. And let me tell you, it's a horrible story if somebody goes through it. And virtually people have been discriminated just because he's tested positive. The kind of stigma associated with it and the kind of torture for the entire family, it is mind-boggling. It is actually a terrible time for that individual. I remember, because I tested positive and I was admitted, I got at least 100 people telling me, you get your wife tested. I said, no, why should she get tested? She has no symptoms. No, she's exposed to you. I know she's exposed to me, but I also know that 80% she will not develop any symptoms. She will get over this COVID without even knowing it. Why should I get tested? If she develops symptoms, I will get tested. And she never got tested, my wife. She never developed symptoms.
Wonderful.
Use it judiciously.
Wonderful.
On the, as I said, testing is very important, provided you use it judiciously in the beginning of epidemic. When I say judiciously, that means उस time में extensive testing होना चाहिए, contact tracing extensive होना चाहिए, so that you can limit infection to a certain point. But once the infection has gone out to the community, then please relax. Relax. As Dharavi went through it, the things will automatically fall back to nature. Will do its job. Don't worry. It does better than you. And Omicron is nothing but a natural solution to our man-made issues. So how do we move forward? What is the way out? I would suggest stop testing asymptomatics right now. Stop any further contact tracing. It is futile. Stop chasing the virus, especially Omicron. Please don't chase it. Let it do its job, what it has been designed to, and we have to learn to live. This Omicron is not going anywhere. It's going to live with us, and it's good that it's going to live with us because it's better than Delta. It's better than the other strains. So ultimately, Omicron, my assumption or my prediction possibly is this will be our endemic strain of the future. And it's already possibly in some countries, maybe in India also in due course of time. Then only stop mass vaccination. Please spare the children. Focus on treatment of the cases that come to your hospital. And earlier the better based upon risk profile. Do not wait a person to go into a moderate disease or a severe disease. If that person has got a risk profile for a severe disease, please treat him early with antiviral or monoclonal antibody right in the beginning. And if he has come little late in the second part, then please treat him with the anti-inflammatory or the steroids, and he will recover. I have had experience of treating these people. Everybody survives this infection, I can tell you. Vaccinate only high-risk people if they are still unvaccinated, and if needed, they can be given a booster also in case they are high risk. I think that's all I have.
Wonderful, doctor. But here the definition of high risk, again, technicians are doing, not doctors. What is the worrying point? Politicians and technicians. Rahul Gandhi advises a booster. Because of Rahul Gandhi's advice, the Prime Minister has come up with a booster. Now we are asking why booster for a disease like Corona, COVID-19, wherein 99.9% cure on their own.
Can you stop me from being the presenter so that I can go back?
You want to show something else?
No, I finished.
Oh, okay, right. I'm trying to come back. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Politicians and media have become medical science preachers now. Now, who has to identify who needs booster? Sure. Before you answer, I'll go to Dr. Amitabh Banerjee. Sir, he has very clearly pointed out one of the, I think this should be a difficult subject and so neatly. Who needs testing? When they need testing? And who needs medical intervention for the treatment and all? So beautifully etched out. Now you tell me, Dr. Saab, should asymptomatic, he has presented his own wife's case, who has got their own natural immunity and they don't get contracted. They don't contract any infection. Should they be tested and create panic as they are doing, and at the cost of our tax money to make these testing laboratories neo-rich?
Asymptomatic testing started just based on one case report in New England Journal of Medicine. One woman from Asia went to Europe and it was alleged that she had no symptoms and infected so many. And then they said that there is asymptomatic spread. Usually nobody takes case report seriously, but the panic was started from the very beginning. Later it was found and the correction was issued by the journal. That paper was detected that she did have symptoms. She was not asymptomatic. She concealed the symptom, but the initial whatever message was given that there may be asymptomatic spread. I do not deny it, but in public health, the policy should be on the big picture, not on isolated cases. So from the beginning only, this test, trace, isolate, as Dr. Kushwaha said, it is only at when the pandemic is just in a very early stage to prevent the pandemic. In fact, to contain the pandemic or to contain it within the country so that it doesn't become a pandemic, then only it is feasible. After that, firstly, even our data source or data Sero survey in July or June showed 67% Indians are having the antibodies. That translates into 90 crores Indians already had infection, and that time only 3 crore cases or 4 crore cases were detected. So hardly 5% you detect by test, trace, and whatever isolation. 95% you do not detect. So it is very rightly said, it is a waste of huge resources. And I would like to add another thing that अभी वो अमेरिका में they have started testing for influenza. If I am right, because I am really confused in this new testing policy. Multiplex or like they are making the multiplex movie halls. Actual multiplex बंद कर दिया, अभी disease multiplex खोल रहे हैं. I mean अभी मॉल बंद कर दिया, multiplex बंद.
Basically क्या है कि वो एक पैनल टेस्ट
हाँ नहीं पैनल में नहीं पैनल में आई हैव गॉट सर्टेन रिजर्वेशंस लाइक अभी हमारे जो तोताराम लोग है ना गवर्नमेंट एडवाइजर्स आई वुड कॉल देम तोताराम पैरेट से ये क्या करेंगे वो फौजी जो तोताराम लोगों को सिखाएगा वो बोलेंगे चलो ये कोविड के साथ अभी इजराइल में फ्लोरोना हो गया फ्लोरोना मींस फ्लू प्लस कोरोना डबल इन्फेक्शन पर हमको अपना जो रीजनल डिजीज देखना चाहिए एपिडेमोलॉजी इज ऑलवेज रीजनल अभी हमारे यहाँ जैसे अभी कुशवाहा साहब ने केस रिपोर्ट दिया है मलेरिया के साथ उसको कोविड पॉजिटिव है तो हमारे यहाँ मलेरिया ना देखना चाहिए मलेरिया ना होना चाहिए डेंगू ना होना चाहिए टाइफो ना होना चाहिए टीबी ना होना चाहिए तो वी शुड हैव अ मल्टीप्लेक्स विद ऑल एंडेमिक डिजीजेस अभी हमको व्हाट इज माय कंसर्न हेलो
That's how we missed some part because they were trying to play with our bandwidth. We missed that initial part. Totaram advisors के बाद से we missed you.
हाँ हमको ये कंसर्न है कि अभी हमारे मल्टीप्लेक्स हमने पहली बार सुना ये टेस्ट में हमने खाली देखा था मॉल और मूवी के मल्टीप्लेक्स होते थे वो तो आपने बंद कर दिया प्लेसेस अभी वो बीमारी का मल्टीप्लेक्स खोल रहे हैं और मल्टीप्लेक्स क्या खोल रहे हो इंग्लिश मूवी दिखा रहे हो वहां पे फ्लू होता है बिकॉज दे हैव गॉट जस्ट कोरोना एंड द फ्लू and they are having the flu अभी फ्लू का वैक्सीन और हमारे यहाँ तो we have got so many other Hindi movies like we have got malaria, we have got typhoid, we have got dengue, we have got tuberculosis. अभी डॉक्टर साहब ने केस प्रेजेंट किया था मलेरिया के साथ कोविड पॉजिटिव है तो हमारा मलेरिया ना होना चाहिए फिर हमारा डेंगू होना चाहिए हमारा टीबी ना होना चाहिए तो ये सब बिकॉज दैट इज वन थिंग बिकॉज वी शुड अभी हमारे यहाँ क्लिनिकल मेडिसिन में हम बच्चों को पढ़ाते हैं कि कोई फीवर से आता है उसको टाइफाइड का करो ब्लड कल्चर करो टाइफाइड के लिए टीबी के लिए ये करो मलेरिया करो कोविड और फ्लू हम सोचते नहीं है बिकॉज सिंस एजेस सिंस डिकेड्स वी नो यार दे आर सेल्फ लिमिटिंग कंडीशंस इन हेल्दी पीपल प्रोवाइडेड यू टेक केयर ऑफ द प्राइमरी कोमोबिलिटीज तो अभी उन लोग अंग्रेज लोग क्या है इंग्लिश मूवी में खाली फ्लू एंड कोरोना है तो आई एम वेरी कंसर्न दैट वी विल बी नाउ चेजिंग द इन्फ्लुएंजा वायरस we are changing the coronavirus we will be missing our typhoma and malarioma and other things and people will be dying and they will be labeled as covid that is my great concern ये तोताराम लोग ऐसे ही करेंगे और ये तोताराम लोग टेस्टिंग भी बढ़ा रहे हैं अभी देखिए ओमिक्रॉन हो गया ओमिक्रॉन का तो कुछ सोचना ही नहीं चाहिए एज इट इज प्रीवियस वेरिएंट और इन्फेक्शन फेटेलिटी वाज 0.05% and ओमिक्रॉन का इन्फेक्शन फेटेलिटी रेट इज 10 times less from South Africa and other countries so it is negligible actually so they are again going to waste large number of resources they will create panic and they will be missing all endemic diseases so this is my major concern
Kushwaji, because Omicron, as you rightly said, it is a natural booster because of panic from pharmacies and these lab testing. And then that is how these politicians and administrators have come together to plan another third wave. Because Omicron, they thought it will destabilize the world, that nothing is happening. So Omicron cases have been once when Dr. Angelina Coetzee, thanks to her, when she came out on our show and when she exposed, after that, till that time, South Africa, they were boycotting, they were taking South Africa's names. After our show, then they have everyone started, Omicron in our country we have, in our country we have. Is it just that because Omicron is a natural booster wherein everyone across the globe will become immune, they will get natural immunity? Is this fear psychosis again is the result for this haphazard testing? We don't know where they are testing, whom they are testing, they don't give names and figures to create this panic in the name of COVID-19 as Omicron has come as a God's blessing.
Sir, as I think if you recall in my previous few interactions with you, I had stated that this will happen. I think Banerjee sir would also recall
Yes.
that when we were
Yes.
talking कि ये नवंबर दिसंबर आएगा फिर थोड़ा केस बढ़ेगा ट्रांसमिशन बढ़ेगा क्योंकि ये सीजनल वायरस है इसका इम्यूनिटी भी बहुत दिन तक रहता नहीं है एक्सेप्ट नेचुरल इम्यूनिटी लास्टेड लॉन्गर सो ये ट्रांसमिशन फिर बढ़ेगा क्योंकि नवंबर दिसंबर जनवरी में ये बढ़ते हैं ये केसेस अब इसको आप ज्यादा टेस्ट करेंगे तो और बढ़ जाएगा और ज्यादा टेस्ट करेंगे तो और बढ़ जाएगा सो यू कैन वर्चुअली मैन्युफैक्चर व्हाट यू वांट what we should look at is not how many RT-PCR positive people are there. We should look at it how many hospitalizations, how many deaths, how many people are landing on ventilator. That is what should be our concern, and that's not happening. The problem is now they are only trying to scare. If 8 lakh cases occur in Maharashtra at 1% mortality, it will be 80,000 cases deaths. Now, how does he arrive at this number? I'm really amazed. Does he know his calculations right, or somebody else is doing his calculations for him? I don't want to really recall my experience with the same individual long back when I told him that there will be number of cases because the disease was new. His calculations were based on some number from European countries, and he mentioned some figure like 36,000. How do you arrive at this number? So even now his numbers are wrong. Even then he was wrong. His calculations were wrong. Even now his calculations are wrong. So my point is, by this time it is well established, as we have already learned. Even with Delta, the infection fatality rate is well below 0.05. Omicron would be even 1/10 of this. So how much does it become? 0.005.
I know. That's a big
How
point.
does he? 8 lakhs का कैसे उसने निकाल दिया कि 80,000 death होगी 1%? So this is.
That's what we are asking them. Provide us the data. Deaths, autopsies. Where is the autopsy report?
All right.
क्या treatment किया गया उनको?
You prepare a hospitals. You prepare everything. No problem. But point is, you cannot scare people just by forcing these kind of figures onto people without any evidence today. I mean, you are increasing number of tests, you are increasing number of positives, but where is the bed occupancy? Where is the bed occupancy? India has had Omicron since now more than 3 weeks now. I think, if not less, if not more, it must be at least 3 weeks. So,
Yep.
Where are the numbers? Let Omicron as it is, you can't contain. As Amitabh Banerjee sir rightly said, you can't contain. And it is good that you can't contain. Because this ultimately will replace the other strains. And this is what is going to be the final endemic strain, and I hope. Unless
it
we
will replace the vaccine.
create another monster. Unless we create another monster.
It will replace the vaccine. That is the concern. It will replace the vaccine. That is the major concern. That's why.
By that time it replaces vaccine, the vaccine would have been already given. Shelf life has been increased. You know it.
That is why they are in a hurry. That is why in a holy hurry, Omicron will do the job and credit will go to the vaccine.
I'm just guessing. Maybe Banerjee sir might concur with me. That's a matter of next maximum 8 weeks, by which time this entire thing will be busted and the entire whatever vaccine had to be consumed will be consumed. After that, nobody is going to consume those vaccines. I only hope that children are spared. I only hope.
They are not. They have already started vaccinating children.
No, 15 to 18 wala na sir. But I don't know what is the response. We'll come to know in a matter of few days from now. What will be the
3 lakh. They say 3 lakh children are vaccinated today.
No, sir, that is fine, but I think most of the people do not know
that is what we are demanding.
that they are vaccinating.
This is how they are trying to create.
Without consent. They're vaccinating without consent in the schools and colleges. Which
They
is
cannot do that.
That's what
I don't-
that's what Supreme Court and High Court. How can they be so silent when human rights, constitutional rights violations are taking place so clearly? And I hope parents should understand. During that's what I am going to present. I mean, whatever Dr. Banerjee has sent me certain data. How can this man should be prosecuted now?
Absolutely.
Where did this man should be prosecuted? Who is trying
This
to
is-
scare? And I only hope parents should demand and ask.
Misinformation, fear mongering. Yeah, this amounts to that actually.
See, this has come in Hindustan Times. Am I right, sir?
Yeah.
This is what you have said. The vaccination drive for 15 and 18, and I hope all parents should question: is there any trial done? Show the data. Then you should ask them, why are you giving this to us? What is the problem? Is it not a fact that children were part of first and second wave? Don't you think they have
What is the risk
natural
of
immunity?
infection? What is the risk of infection? What is the risk of getting adverse reaction due to vaccine? All these questions must be answered. You know, currently the risk of actually infection is far lower than the damage that will be done by the vaccine, which we do not know what it is, and we do not know what safety profile it is, especially in children.
No, the
This is what-
statement has
This is
been
the one which
made.
I'm trying to highlight. This is
Yeah.
the one which I'm trying to highlight. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's decision to include adolescents between 15 and 18 years of age in the country's vaccination drive against coronavirus disease COVID-19 has several benefits. Dr. N.K. Arora, chairperson of COVID-19 working group of the National Technical Advisory Group on Immunization in India, N. Tagi, has said. Now you should challenge this man. What are the benefits? Till
No,
today,
here,
the
no,
vaccines
no.
which were given.
More importantly, he mentioned in the last wave, 2/3 of the death was in this age group. This is a
I'm coming to that,
total
sir.
misinformation.
I'm coming to that. Sir, I'm coming to that, sir. That is why till today,
Yes, sir, she-
the vaccines which
she
have
has-
been given to adults, do they have any liability and compensation even after 1.5 years in the world and almost more than close to 1 year in India? Do the vaccines have liability and compensation? Why these vaccines are still being given under emergency use authorization? चुप चुप के ये लोग गवर्नमेंट के पीछे क्यों छुप रहे हो? और वो अपने पैसा है. आप सोचिए, नागरिक जाग जाओ. आज तक अगर लायबिलिटी एंड कंपेंसेशन नहीं है तो इस वैक्सीन कॉम्पिटेंट नहीं है. हम यही सोचते, इसीलिए हम बोल रहे कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट और हाई कोर्ट क्यों ट्रायल्स ये केसेस क्यों नहीं ले रहे, समझ में नहीं आ रहा. वैक्सीन और वैक्सीन के ऊपर मैंडेट्स आ रहे हैं और अब देखिए सुप्रीम कोर्ट और हाई कोर्ट सही सलामत चले. ब्लास्ट होने के बाद भी वहां पर कुछ नहीं हुआ. दे वर ऑल रनिंग. If I am wrong, correct me, all chief justices. I am here to correct myself. The courts were running well. People were coming to the courts. They were all participating. When such is the case, all of a sudden, why this fear psychosis? Omicron, you have seen how many cases. But all of a sudden, from where did this COVID-19 has come? How can the court blindly take these dictates from these people who are not providing any data? Which panchayat, which mandal, which district, which city and which state? And what is the test done? Where did they do this test? That should be clearly borne out because court wants evidence. That's what we are demanding. And not only that, why courts are not asking before again booster or anything, even after vaccination when Delta Omicron are happening, why are courts silent? Why are they not questioning? That you said it will stop transmission. Why it could not stop transmission? And why are you not trying to go for serological antibody studies in the people? And if they have done, why they are not placing it on the bench of Supreme Court and High Court? Is it not the antibodies which will say whether we need vaccination or we need mandates? Where is the data, Mr. Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, and where is the data? All chief justices with folded hands. What is happening now? Here is a big, and now I think directly Narendra Modi has to answer this. Dr. Arora has said the country already has a vaccine for children, Bharat Biotech's Covaxin, which has shown it has a very good immune response in them in trials. Arora's comments come ahead of vaccination drive for those between 15 and 18 years of age from January 3rd, 2022, which was announced by Prime Minister Modi on December 25th, amid rising COVID-19 cases linked to Omicron variant of the. You have seen on the screen how many Omicron cases, Mr. Arora. Then why are you trying to create this panic? You are saying COVID-19 cases linked to Omicron. Come and show the Omicron cases. How fatal they are, how many hospitalized, how many died. Vaccination for this below. Children between the age of 12 and 18 years, particularly those in the age group of 15 to 18, are very much like adults. See, they have changed the definition. They have changed the definition of transmission of a vaccine. Now they are changing the definition of adolescent age. See how blatantly they are trying to make people to succumb. Our research within the country also says that almost 2/3 of the deaths which occurred due to COVID in India are within this age group. So this decision was mainly taken to protect the adolescents. Arora told he should be challenged. Yes, Dr. Saab, both of you, shall we challenge them?
He can be served a legal notice for misinformation. I have consulted the lawyer, Nilesh Oja. Probably he may go ahead. It's a legal matter. It's a very serious legal matter. It is creating panic. And when we try to present science, there are censoring the YouTube and social media. But when such important persons, they are very important, very respected, it is very unbecoming, very unprofessional, and it shows lack of integrity. And I don't know what to say. I am embarrassed.
Yes, Kushwaha ji.
क्या बोले? I mean, I have no words for such people, you know. एक जैसे सर ने एक कॉइन किया था टॉप कैरियर साइंटिस्ट, कैरियर डॉक्टर्स, कैरियर ब्यूरोक्रेट्स, यही है सर, कैरियर बना लो. We had a army में एक कहावत है सर, either you can have a career or you can have a stand. So we had
साइकिल में दोनों. अभी तो ये प्रॉब्लम है कि स्टैंड होने के बाद भी स्टैंड के लिए जमीन नहीं मिलता. सब जमीन ऐसे ही कमजोर है. तो नहीं, अभी तो कैरियर तोताराम लोग हो गए.
कैरियर तोताराम लोग, कैरियर ब्यूरोक्रेट्स और कैरियर मेडिकल डॉक्टर्स प्रोफेशन भी इस तरह अगर हो जाए, why they are silent? This should be challenged, and we are going to challenge. I only hope Oja, Mr. Oja, the legal fraternity will take this case, and I hope Honorable Prime Minister of India and the Prime Minister's office, including Chief Ministers, Indian Council of Medical Research, DCGI, and all those who are trying to reload the figures since 2020, this pandemic started. How many children in this group have died? He says that almost 2/3 of the death which occurred due to COVID in India are within this age group. Now you see, he has changed the meaning of adolescent from 15 to 18 years is the adolescent age. That is how we come across. Now he has changed between the age of 12 and 18 years. Now he is caught here. Mr. Arora, you have to answer India and the world. You have to answer every citizen of this country. How can
One
you?
point,
How can
Dr.
you,
Reddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dr. Reddy, just 4 days before he made this statement, another important member of the NTAGI of the same committee, Dr. Jayaprakash Mulial, gave a press statement that children vaccination will be kept on hold. There is not going to be children vaccination because they are not at risk, and the NTAGI has recommended to the government of India not to start children vaccination. This is also on record. And after 4 days, we get this statement. It's very confusing.
Honorable Prime Minister of India, you have to come out clean now. That is why we said these RT-PCR tests are false positive. You are creating panic by testing and showing these inflated figures only to sell the vaccines. That is why we said how good these RT-PCR tests are. Now here it is on your screen, the biggest exposure. Mr. Arora, he should be challenged. Every citizen should write to Honorable Prime Minister what is happening under him. How can he take and abide by decisions like this? Can they prove now? Children between the age of 12 and 18 years, we only change the definition of adolescent. He says almost 2/3 of the death which have occurred due to COVID in India are within this age group. We are challenging him. World Health Organization, Indian Council of Medical Research, Honorable Prime Minister of India, all political parties. Rahul Gandhi ji, आइए आप बताइए, आप बूस्टर की बात कर रहे थे आप, हर एक पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, महाराष्ट्र में शिवसेना हो या और एक कौन सा एनसीपी हो या हमारे राष्ट्र में तेलंगाना राष्ट्र समिति हो या वाईएसआरसीपी, सीपीएम, सीपीआई, now even Uttar Pradesh parties which are going to go for elections, they should BSP हो और एक कौन सा समाजवादी पार्टी हो या अकाली दल पंजाब में, now you all should come together, otherwise people will not spare you. Is this a fact? In the age group of 12 and 18 years, they have changed the definition of adolescent age from 15 to 18 to 12 and 18, as they have done with vaccination. Now they are doing this rampant test to create panic, just to sell these vaccines and to create panic. I hope every parent will understand. You question them, how many in this age group of 12 and 18, as he is mentioning, 2/3 of deaths which occurred to COVID in India are within this age group. And his own colleague, Arora's colleague, what is his name, sir? Prior to this, he has come out 4 days before.
Jaiprakash Mulial, doctor, he is an epidemiologist, Jaiprakash Mulial, very senior person, very reputed person, very honest person.
Dr. Jaiprakash Mulial, hats off to you, sir. God bless you. He comes out 4 days before this statement stating that children don't need any vaccine. It should be put on hold. And that is the message which was given to Honorable Prime Minister and Prime Minister's office. In spite of that, why did Prime Minister announce on December 25th? And only to match it, Mr. Arora, the member of the same group, comes out with these figures stating that 2/3 of the deaths which occurred due to COVID are in the age group of 12 and 18 years. We are challenging him through this. If you don't, you will be given a legal notice. Numerous court should apply to this, all this rattling which is being, because we are dealing with human lives and livelihoods, not machines. Do you agree, my guess? Is it not time now? All political parties should come now, clean now. Is it because of that these RT-PCR tests all of a sudden goes up, so many cases flare up, but no hospitalizations, no emergencies anywhere, you see, except the rattling by these politicians and administrators and their media. But their media doesn't question this. Why? Why don't you question this? It is the integrity of the PM's office now. What do you say, sir?
This requires investigation. This requires conflict of interest. This requires investigation. And Dr. N.K. Arora is a pediatrician. So it is again very embarrassing as a person belonging to the medical fraternity that he is a pediatrician of such high repute. And if such statements come from him, one loses faith in the profession.
Sir, we all remember since the downward trend of second wave, there was a similar rumor being floated in India by the so-called experts that a pediatric wave is going to hit India. Pediatric wave, as if the virus targets age selectively. Okay, once I'll target elderly, then I'll target the middle age, and then finally I'll target the pediatric population. While
But
the zero
the
sum
people,
wave clearly disproves the theory. You know, there were so many. I mean, headlines were full.
no, but according to Dr. N.K. Arora, the pediatric wave was during the second wave. Only 2/3 deaths were in the pediatric group. No?
So why is he recommending vaccination then?
Because to prevent the pediatric wave, which actually they so they are. I mean, it's very difficult now. I mean, very
difficult to understand what they want to say.
If we are so confused, one can understand the common man, common person. Common person will be totally panic about the children, and they are ready to believe person in authority. Therefore, it is a great responsibility of people in authority, like Dr. N.K. Arora, to not to misguide by such blatant misinformation. So this is a very serious, I mean, to be.
Banerjee sir would definitely agree with me. As part of epidemic management, one very important aspect is risk communication. And
So,
this risk communication has been so washed up in this pandemic, I have no words for it.
No, risk miscommunication. They have used risk miscommunication.
That does not exist in the literature. That is the problem with me. I have read only risk communication.
हाँ नहीं, अभी उनका लिटरेचर अलग है, उनका पैरेलल लिटरेचर।
तोता राम जैसा। और वो बोलते हैं कि they have to go to the schools, colleges, and risk of getting an infection, particularly in the light of Omicron. Mr. Arora, Dr. Arora, now he shows how many cases because of Omicron, hospitalizations or deaths. And is it not a fact that children already started going to schools and colleges? No one is infected, no one has gone to any hospital. Why are you creating this panic? What is your agenda behind this? Which pharmacy or who is guiding you? Is this science, Dr. Arora? Preach us. We are inviting you wholeheartedly to the live show. Dr. Kushwaha and Dr. Amitabh Banerjee, we all will debate with you. You come out openly. Our flyer, our number is there. Tomorrow also we are going to reschedule the same live show. This will be retelecasted on Citizens Dr. TSPR channel, because there were many other guests for other show, but with due respects to them, this is a big issue. We will change the definition of title also. We are going to challenge Dr. Arora and Prime Minister's office, and how blindly the Prime Minister's office takes the dictates. And unfortunately, our Honorable Prime Minister was made to address the nation. And then also we have shown when Omicron has come down drastically, when he was addressing the press, India, that also was not given information to him. And not only that, when he addressed the nation, we have clearly shown the data that day of Ministry of Family and Health and Family Welfare. There were no rising cases. Only after Prime Minister spoke, cases started rising. Is it coincidental? And only after Arora, Dr. N.K. Arora started to do, they were trying to concentrate on colleges and schools, stating that here they have tested positive, they have tested positive. That is why we took this RT-PCR test. How genuine this test is. As and when you want, you have positives. As and when you want, you have negatives. What is this nonsense going on in India? And you have seen a traveler who tests negative in UK, all those flow tests after coming here also negative, only RT-PCR positive. We are not saying, we are providing you with evidence. Dr. Arora, your own colleague, he clearly stated children don't need vaccines. Now, what made you to come out of that and suggest, and you say, Prime Minister, based on your suggestion, now you have to prove to the world 2/3 of the deaths, who were they in the group? Now you have changed the definition of adolescent age from 12 to 15 to 18 to 12 to 18. You are responsible. And I hope Honorable Prime Minister will come out clean and start an inquiry that should not take more than 2 or 3 days. From where did he get the data? Which state, which mandal? Kindly show us, because we have been making live shows regularly, who were dying, how they were dying, even we challenged the deaths. Did you do autopsy? How did they die? Without autopsy, how can you label them? And we will say, what is the treatment given? Maybe because of wrong treatment, over treatment, drug trials also they might have died. And what were the presenting symptoms? Here you are trying to test asymptomatic, force them into submission for this vaccine, threatening and creating fear psychosis amongst parents. This is nothing but killing the fundamental right to life and a right to health. These people should be booked as per rule of law and constitution. And this is a big news coming from the show. We are going to retelecast the same. And what is that? Yeah, this is also Dr. Banerjee quoted. We are trying to provide you a man who died with serious gunshot wounds. Will play this video before I end.
Investigation that's ongoing. Now, One News understands that this is in relation to Operation Metals, a homicide investigation launched after a man named Robert Hart sustained serious gunshot injuries outside a Newland motel last week, and he died despite first aid attempts. Now, since his death, health authorities say he tested positive for COVID-19, and One News understands that several people are also isolating. So then you have to ask how someone who sustained these types of injuries and then died died ends up as part of our COVID-19 death tally. Now, the Ministry of Health says that's because under the World Health Organization guidelines, anyone who dies while also having an acute COVID-19 infection is recorded as part of a nation's death tally, whatever the cause of death might be. Now, exactly how this man died will be subject to an ongoing police investigation as well as an investigation by the coroner. And meanwhile, 3 people have been charged in relation to the death, and police are still hunting for a 4th.
This is ridiculous. I hope, Dr. Arora, you are listening to this. Your case will be like this. It should be investigated. A man dies of gunshot wounds. 3 accused were arrested. 4th one they are hunting. Now, World Health Organization, shame on it. Their dictates you label them as COVID-19 death. What is this nonsense? Is this science and logic, sir? Kushwaji, such a big evidence like what Dr. Arora is trying to create here in India.
It's anything but science. It's anything but science. It's anything but medicine.
Anything but science. Yeah, I'm going to play this German, how people have come onto the roads demonstrating against the mandates, which no media is showing. Such a huge demonstration. India, wake up. This is Germany, European country, protesting against the mandates. This is a big time now, because we are trying to play you. No media shows you all this. We are all facts. We go by evidences. We have nothing against anyone individually or political parties. Issue as per rule of law, constitution, invoking evidential act. So we are going to play this tomorrow. The same will come on live tomorrow, retelecast on Dr. Citizens, Dr. TSPR channel at 8 p.m. Passing comment from both of you, one word each. Is this science or what is this happening in India? Across the globe, they are coming on roads and protesting. How could media be so submissive, not showing what is real, what is science, and what is happening in at least Indian context? People have been on the roads enjoying everything. All of a sudden, these tests, that's why RT-PCR, we said, you have done a wonderful job, Dr. Kushwaji. Wonderful job. How tests should be done, from whom tests should be done. Asymptomatic, create panic, and how Dr. Arora, like people with highest regards for him, what is he doing? He has to prove to the world. You have changed the definition of adolescence from 15, 18 to 12 to 18. You said 2/3 of those deaths are they in their group, in that age group. You have to come out clean. And I hope Honorable Prime Minister will take the call seriously. Yes, sir. One word.
So if you go through the pandemic timeline, chronology of events itself clearly proves the motives behind the entire scene. That is one. Second, my appeal would be, at least in India, please stop mass vaccination for everyone. Please spare the children. That's it.
Banerjee ji.
Let us hope that the events as they unfold, and as Dr. Kushwaha also said, I agree, within a couple of weeks, as it happened in other countries, the Omicron wave will get over very fast with minimum deaths, with minimum casualties, and that will make the people realize the truth. Let us hope that way.
हम यही जानते हैं कि हर एक नागरिक जागे और जागरूक हो, क्योंकि ओमिक्रॉन से कुछ होने वाला नहीं है। वो अपने सहज रोग निरोधक शक्ति को बढ़ाने वाली एक बूस्टर है, और इस तरह बच्चों को ये जानलेवा भी नहीं है, तब बच्चों को क्यों दिया जा रहा? डॉक्टर अरोरा ने जो प्रेस स्टेटमेंट दिया है, उनको हम चैलेंज कर रहे हैं। वो बता कि 2/3 जो भी बच्चे मर गए, वो एज ग्रुप में 12 to 18 ग्रुप में बच्चे जो है मर गए, उनको बताना पड़ेगा। इसी के बदौलत हमारे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने दिसंबर 25 को ऐलान किया है कि बच्चों में भी वैक्सीन टीका लगेगी, तो ये कहाँ सही है? विज्ञान और विज्ञान दोनों उससे दूर है। इसीलिए हम शो द्वारा उनको चैलेंज करते हैं, आप आधार के साथ बताइए। और प्रधानमंत्री की ऑफिस भी और मुख्यमंत्री ऑफिस हो, इंडियन काउंसिल ऑफ मेडिकल रिसर्च या DCGI और संबंधित सभी अधिकारीगण, और साथ में उच्च न्यायालय प्रधान न्यायमूर्ति जो सुप्रीम उच्च न्यायालय सुप्रीम कोर्ट हो या हाई कोर्ट, ये लोग सो मोटो लेना चाहिए। वी एक्सपेक्ट एंड वी रिक्वेस्ट that at least now every show we are been putting all the facts and evidences. Supreme Court will and high courts respectively will take all these things suo moto. How can a Dr. Arora take the umbrage of changing the adolescent age 12 to 18, and he states that 2/3 of deaths of COVID are in that age group, and that is why vaccine is being given. And we have been challenging right from the day one. 99.9% when they recover on their own, where is the need of vaccine? Wasting resources. We have challenged whether it is tuberculosis, malaria, typhoid, dengue, accidents, or malnutrition, which is killing Indians, youngsters and children, or corona. That challenge is still there, but now this latest one, we have clearly shown in Auckland also how World Health Organization guidelines has motivated even a gunshot wound death, even the accused were caught, to be changed to COVID-19 deaths. And here also we have put how Germany has come out protesting in a big way. So this is for now. I hope if administrations, whether central government or state governments, are not coming forward, I hope Supreme Court and High Court should come to the rescue of people when their fundamental rights, right to life and right to health, is being challenged and dictated, violating its real spirit. So when such is the case, so many evidences are there in front of the courts. Now courts should take a call. Thank you, sir. And we are going to retelecast this tomorrow on Citizens Dr. TSPR channel. Do subscribe, support and share Dr. TSPR channel, Citizens Dr. TSPR channel, and Environment People Dr. TSPR channel. We work in larger public interest. All these wonderful guests, they take so much of time to prepare PowerPoint presentations to make it very convenient, because we believe in evidences. We speak with evidences. How asymptomatic people are being diagnosed unnecessarily by this RT-PCR test, and what is क्या राज था इसके पीछे, हम तो आज खुलासा कर ही दिया. So take care. Thank you.
Good night, sir.
And good night, sir. For all the Indians, Sukha Nidra Shubharatri for the world over. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And awake citizens, it is your life in your hands. We are not machines. We are lives, and our livelihoods are at stake. Take care, sir. Bye.